Hello managers, it's Thomas Rye again with FIFA Rosters, and we're back for another live stream of some fun FIFA data. Sorry it took me so long to get this rolling today, if any of you were waiting on that to drop, but here we are, and if anybody's available, go ahead and hop on the stream. If not, maybe you're watching this at a later time, we've got some fun stuff coming up for you. As you can see, this is a FIFA 17 Hidden Talents video. What we're going to be showing is not these like youth gems necessarily, and it's also not, as you can see, guys like James Rodriguez, who is not hidden at all. Everybody knows about that. In fact, there's so many guys out there that people call hidden or whatever, like these secret gems or something like that. That really aren't. It's kind of laughable. But hopefully this list actually might illuminate some new talents for you to use in your career mode. So with that, let me jump over here. Hey, it's me, Thomas Rye. I did some work on my FIFA 17 stream graphics today, so I just thought I'd show it off. You can see my unfinished area that I do all this in. Anyways, let's jump right into the fun stuff. So here we have, you're looking at the FIFArosters.com website, and this is a little section called Out of Positions Players List, obviously. You can find it by going to Tools, and it's right there just about at the bottom of that list, and you can play with everything in here to your heart's content. We're actually starting at the bottom of the list, and I'm going to explain a little bit of how this all works. Let's look at Endo here, a Japanese guy from, looks like probably a Japanese team. So he's a right mid, right? These positions over here are what he would be rated at other positions. So you can see that apparently he's got some defensive abilities that are going to waste because he would be a 55 rated center back. And what I've done in this list is you actually won't, when you first load this up, you won't see any players in here that are listed at their best position. This is only going to show players that are higher rated at some other position than their primary one. And in these filters, you can fill out the rating difference. And right now I just have it set at 5. So right now with this filtered list, we're not going to see any guys that are any less than 5 points different in another position. So Endo right there, just squeaking in with 55 rated center back. I went ahead and added their age and potential on here too, because that's pretty important. If you've got a 32-year-old guy, and yeah, maybe he's higher rated at another position, but I mean, in all honesty, are you going to pick him up? Probably not. This guy, 18, he's got 66 potential, and I assume that's rated. It's based on his right mid position, which is kind of funny. So I don't know how he would end up growing. If he would grow in some attacking stats or get better at his passing and crossing like a right mid would, or since he's actually better at a center back, would he grow in defensive stats? Maybe it depends on how you use him. But if you guys find out as you go through your career mode, hit me up on Twitter. Check out these. Gotta do it the right way. Check out these links. You can find me FIFA Rosters pretty much everywhere, social media. And let me know what you're seeing as far as growth if you use any of these out of position players. So let's go ahead and move our way up. We've got 5-point difference on Laurent there, and looks like about 7-point difference here. A lot of these guys. So Lucas Galvao, he's a left back but plays better wing. You can see he's got great speed there, decent dribbling. I mean, this is for a bronze card, a low-rated guy, but he's 25, so not a great pickup necessarily there. And there are, with the filtering that I've done so far, For what we're looking at, there's like 43 guys in this list. So obviously we're not going to go through each one in detail, but this is just to give you, some overview. Here's a 19-year-old guy, 55 rated center mid, but he's 60 rated at wide mid position. So he's got high attacking work rate. Could be fun guy to pick up, Argentinian guy there. What else do we have? There, and let me tell you, if this is boring so far, we will get into a few guys that have some really, they're like really out of position, and so that's where the real hidden talents come in. So here's a center mid, Marcelinho. Some of these guys' badges aren't showing up. Not sure why that is, but so he's 57 rated center mid, but 62 striker. So you can imagine he's probably got some better shooting there, maybe heading accuracy, something like that. Just moving along. Here's a guy who's got pretty high potential. Grimshaw, 21-year-old center mid, but he's actually way better at defensive positions. So there's potential pickup for you as well. All right, well, let's move into the first page of the guys here, and I don't want to preview it too much. Oh man, moving slow here. You gotta be kidding me. Why internet? Oh, it's probably because I'm streaming. It's like, I only have so much bandwidth. Wow. You real? Oh, dang. Okay. All right, sweet. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on the first page. Okay, that was just a little preview. There's some silver guys up there. Okay, so let's. So here's a guy. We're getting into 7-point difference on what? Landu? That might be one of the best names I've seen this year. Landu. Norwegian guy. Nice. So he's a center mid, but he played 67 at center back. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, he's got huge physicality. Very nice. Here's another guy, right back. Well, right back did play better center back, but another physical guy. Here's another 7.1, Carlinhos, center attacking mid, but he actually has pretty good defensive stats apparently because he plays fullback, 68. Nice. This is one you don't see very often either. This is CDM, who's rated quite a bit higher at center forward and cam. Nice. This is like the fake Kagawa. This is Nakagawa. That's awesome. 62 rated striker, but plays better out at the wings. Great pace, nice dribbling. That's pretty solid actually for a bronze card. Because he jumps into the silver, up into the silver area. Actually, all these guys from about here forward, they jump from kind of low bronze into silver cards. Okay, so we got more center mids that play better fullback, wing back. Strikers play better wing. Yeah, so here's these guys, actually this whole line, 30, 32, 33, 35. These ages on Smith, Escudero, Abdo, and Doniama. Kind of these older guys that sure they play better at another position, but you're not probably going to go and pick them up. But if you're using Notts County already, or these other teams, and you have them, realize that they're a little better than they show up on paper. So here we get into our first silver card. This guy's a center mid, Blanco. and he plays 71 at center back. So kind of getting up there a little ways. Okay, Sardo. This guy, he has an 8-point difference, and it's just right back to center back. But I mean, gosh, I feel like it would be obvious if you were, what is that? Chievo Verona, 34 pace. Woof. But this guy, 75 defense, 75 physicality, high work rates. It's kind of a funny combination, honestly. But he's 37. Goodness. Okay. Well, let's just let him retire. Actually, my bad. Here's a fun one. Hyam. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's actually, I wouldn't have expected him to be a white guy. That seems, that's interesting. If anybody knows anything about that guy's heritage or something, I'd be very curious. I think that's cool. Cool name. Yeah. 81 physicality. Awesome. 24 years old. High defensive work rate. And look at these stats. I kind of want to, I'm going to click into him because I want to see, is he one of those guys that just kind of plays all over the field? Oh, that's a little preview of something I'm working on. I'm doing this on my development environment. So not exactly. I mean, basically defensive stuff he does pretty well at. So, all right. Well, let's jump back to this other list. There are, I believe there is one guy who is 8 points different from his listed position. So Baird playing quite a bit better at center back. He's right back. CDM playing almost 75 rated, almost a gold card at Cam. So that's pretty nice. So here's our top line. Some of you guys might know Sal. He's just rapid as ever. 92 pace, 80 dribbling, 72 shots, 72 passing, really quality. He's 28, so he's really, I mean, he's worth picking up. His potential, it says he's not going to improve at all, but I mean, if you play him at the right position, put him out of the wing, he's almost 80 rated there. So that's pretty awesome. The other Doumbia. So this guy be better at center back than center mid, 77 center back. So that's a 5-point difference. He's high attacking work rate though, so you know you got to weigh out what you want to do there. But that's what FIFArosters.com is for. You come here and we kind of break down this data. We give you an idea of more of what you can and maybe should do with a player. But then it's up to you. You know, you're the manager. You get to make the decisions. Let's look at Brunt over here real quick. So 69 rated left back, but 74 rated center mid. So he must really, he's got almost 80 passing, 73 shot too. That's pretty nice. 74 dribbling. I mean, to be honest, I've used a lot of guys in my career modes, a lot of left backs specifically, and put them in at either CDM if they, hold some decent defensive stats, or right in at center mid because they've usually got pace. A lot of times they've got some free kick specialist abilities, and they can distribute that ball. So it's fun to move those guys in there if they've got the right stats. Again, though, he's 31, so might not be worth going out of your way for. This guy is one that I really wanted to point out to you all. Paulo Mesquera, 91 pace, 77 dribbling. He's a right back. He's got 70 passing, 75 shooting. This kid, he plays at Palmeiras, and put him out of the wing, he's going to be a 76, but a fast one at that, and it looks like he can shoot it too, which, I mean, he'd be a 72 rated striker. That's impressive. I do want to jump in and look at his record real quick. Let's see. I mean, look at all this. He plays well all the way up in this attacking half of the field. He's 23, so pretty sweet. Says he's got 70 potential, so no growth necessarily there, but let's be honest, he's 23, he's got these stats. You put him up in that wing, have him bag some goals, I guarantee you that he's going to grow. I can't understand why he'd only be a 70 potential. But, okay, so let's look one last thing before we shut her down. Let's just narrow this down to like the guys that are the absolute most out of position players. Gosh, it's gonna take forever again. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's only 6 players here. There's a 7-pointer. This guy is a 7-pointer. Yeah, so I guess Sarda was the only 8-pointer. 7. I'm trying to do quick math and I'm not succeeding. This is 7. Yeah. So all these bronzes are 7 points different from what they're listed at. But Sardo, he's 37, but my gosh, if you're in a bind, maybe you're playing I don't know, it actually might be, Chievo Verona might not let go of him for a cheap enough price, but I don't know, maybe they would actually, if he's not retiring at the beginning of the season, you could, fill in a needed center back spot with some decent experience there. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it for, I just wanted to show you guys the out of position players list and how you can find these hidden talents that are just, really, they're just listed wrong. Let me go ahead and take this off so you can see that there's so many players that are technically out of position, including Messi. With the positional rating calculations, he would be a 95 cam, so that does put him onto this list by 1 point. You will not find Ronaldo because he is listed at left wing, and that is his best position. So he's left off the list. But Hazard, Iniesta, Robben, they're all here because they're just 1 point different at some other position. So obviously, if you want to kind of cut down some of the minor differences, you can start to move this number up and just explore, everybody's stuff. It can apply to Ultimate Team as well, but obviously you run into chemistry problems there, and with how important chemistry is this year, it might not be recommended. But for career mode, where you're not getting penalized for playing guys outside of their listed position, this can be super helpful. So I'll show you one more thing just to explain some of how this works in case this is all confusing. You can filter by their overall rating. So let's say I only want to see guys that are 74 rated and below, because I'm trying to pick up somebody who's not like a world-class player or whatever. I can put that into their overall, or if I want to limit it to I only want to find guys that are a center mid rating of at least 75 or higher, then I can do that. And then this is where I can select their listed positions, but that's if you're getting really detailed in the search. But you do have a lot of options here, including goalkeeper rating, but I'll just cut to the chase on that one. Nobody outside of goalkeepers is all that good at goalkeeping. Oh, so this only brought up one guy, so that's actually kind of fun. So this is a center back, Serdic. He's 27 years old, and be a 77 center mid because he's got, oh man, look at that. He's all 70 plus on his card stats. It's actually pretty awesome. That guy'd be worth picking up. So I think that's about it. I hope this has been, informative to a lot of you guys. Be sure to, leave comments down in the description and find me on Twitter. Love to chat things out, and if this helps you find somebody awesome that you end up plugging into your team, let me know that too, because I'll retweet it, get a screenshot of it or something, because it's always fun to see, I don't know, just the abnormal things that you can work out in FIFA. So I guess that's it, and yeah, I'll come up with some more data to share with you. If you've got some ideas, let me know. I'd love to crunch some data, crunch some numbers, and put it out here in a format or a tool that you guys can use and apply to your career modes. So that's all for me. Until next time, keep doing what you do best and lead them to the cup. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.